Well, hello there, welcome back to another Pokemon Master video. Last time, if you saw, I have completed Poison Tower all the way to floor 30. I actually uploaded the floor 30 run before I posted the other stuff, just because I wanted to post that video as soon as I could, just to showcase the Carmine, Sygna Suit Carmine, which you see me pulling here, scouting for her. I got her in 2 multi, so pretty good. But I'm just gonna yap really quick here before we get into things. And of course, I am also recording a little bit strange because I'm holding the mic right next to my mouth, so the audio might get weird, but hopefully it doesn't sound terrible. But yes, I got Carmine 2 multis. But usually, what I do when it comes to the tower, when it comes to the Pasio Tower, is what I'm doing now is I'm looking at replays. So I look for a replay and see if I can complete the run, because if other people can complete the run with the characters I have at certain move levels, then I should be able to complete it, right? So that's my idea going into it. And honestly, there are 2 difficult floors in Tower, in my opinion. Obviously, floor 30 is going to be the most difficult floor in terms of like how difficult the enemies are going to be in both damage and HP, right? The enemy does the most damage, the enemy has the most HP on floor 30. However, that might not be the most difficult floor for each person. It really depends on the characters you have in your account, because Pasio Tower requires you to have both physical and a special attacker. If you're missing a physical attacker or a special attacker, or if you have one of them weak for a certain type, then floor 30, I think it's 28 or 27, might be the difficult floors, right? I think if you're lacking in physical attackers, floor 27 might be more difficult than floor 30. Or if you're lacking a good special attacker of a certain type, then floor 28 might be the more difficult floor. And because of that, floor 30 might not actually be the most difficult floor. It might be the one that you're lacking a physical or special, striker. And which is the case with Poison Tower. Since Carmine was data mined, I knew that I wanted to use her for poison. I knew I was gonna scout for her, and I knew I was gonna invest heavy into her. So I knew with her and Anniversary 2025 Irida that I would be able to comfortably complete Poison Tower. I was pretty confident that with those 2 characters, I can complete Poison Tower floor 30. But that doesn't mean I have good enough characters to complete floor 27, which requires physical attackers. So I saw this replay here, 427, perfect timing, and they're using Emma, Irida, and Atticus. Now, all these characters are really important in their certain ways, but mainly the thing is, this person is using Emma out of 3 out of 5 copies. Not Super Awakened Emma, not Gita, but 3 out of 5 Emma, which I've had for the longest time. I also have Irida and I also have Atticus, and so this is the perfect team for me to use. The replay that they're showing here is, honestly, I learned a lot from this replay simply because they did something that I didn't think of, and that thing is basically saving Irida's Poison Zone. So Irida is able to summon Poison Zone when she attacks. However, if you don't, but it runs out. She is unable to summon Poison Zone like 3 times. She only does it once when she does her first attack, and she does it once when she does her first sync move, right? So because of that, this replay shows how if you delay Irida's Poison Zone, that you can get more value later on in the battle. And so here, they're not even attacking with Irida. Obviously, Irida doesn't do any damage this battle because she's a special attacker, but you can see that this person is basically just attacking with Atticus and Emma. And with Atticus, because he has the EX roll of Sprint, you're able to really reduce the sync move countdown. Atticus can also flinch with Headbutt, which is super nice too. And Emma also is there to just do the damage. And Emma's EX roll as well is support. And so when you sync with both Atticus and Emma, you've gotten 4 sync move buffs. So in this replay, you can see that they've used 2 sync moves before the enemy can use a sync move. And then now they finally start considering using the Poison Zone from Irida. Irida's Hyper Beam is able to reduce the sync move countdown by a lot, And so with this particular team here, with Atticus, Emma, and Irida, you're really able to accelerate that sync move countdown. And 2 of your characters have support EX roll, and so you're able, or have, can buff the, because Atticus is technically sprint EX roll, but you know what I mean, right? Both those characters can give you a lot of sync move buff, and Irida as well. So literally, if you sync with all 3 characters, you're able to get your sync move buff really high. And of course, Hyper Beam accelerates that process. And so here, they finally summoned Poison Zone, and now they're gonna do big damage with Emma. Again, this is floor 27, so you don't need to use this team to complete floor 30. But you can see that with Emma at level 200, it is enough to complete floor 27. Then as long as you have good enough special attackers, in other words, if you have Irida, and maybe you have Carmine, the new Carmine character, she's super strong. That's what I use for my run. But you can also use Roxy, the Pokefair Roxy. She has the ability to be super awakened. So if you have her super awakened, she's pretty good too. Of course, Gita is strong, and I think there's another character that people used a lot of. I don't quite remember. Yeah, but after that, you can see here that the EX Poison Zone is about to run out, but at this point, like, Emma just does so much damage. Like, low-key, she does so much damage, and you're taking advantage of a lot of the sync move buff that you're just able to kind of clear the run with her. I mean, the sequencing isn't really anything special. Realistically, you kind of want to delay your headbutts with Atticus so that you can flinch. You don't want to flinch early, you want to flinch after your other Pokemon have attacked. But you can see that that strategy isn't really helpful when I use Carmine, because Carmine at 4 out of 5 copies is able to flinch. But I'll talk more about that when I show one of those runs. But yeah, for Poison, physical is super easy. Again, Emma at 200, you only need her 3 out of 5 copies, and then if you have that, you're able to complete 427. And then if you have good special attackers, you will be able to complete 430, right? So as you can see here, this is finally my run, and I am, you can see my Emma is level 200. I'm unlocking the EX roll for Emma, and I'm unlocking the EX roll for Atticus. For this run, I did need to, I literally rolled for Carmine, and I did use 2 move candies on Irida, because before this my Irida was at 1 out of 5 copy, but I've upgraded her to 3 out of 5 copies. Emma I upgraded to level 200, but I didn't invest any move candies for her. And then later on, you'll see with Carmine, I've invested 3 move. Oh, I think I may have showed it at the beginning. I used 3 move candies on her, so she's 4 out of 5 copies, which is very, very heavy investment. I think you should be able to complete Poison Tower floor 30 with a less investment Carmine, especially if you decide to use level 200 of Irida or Carmine. And as you see here, it's just me going through the run. Atticus, I have him at 1 out of 5 copy, and he was good enough for entire run. Atticus is super strong in the sense that, of course, he has a good roll, like sprint and support is always good. He can consistently poison. He raises your defense, which is good. He also can flinch with headbutt, which in my case doesn't really matter, because again, 4 out of 5 Carmine is able to flinch. And he also has Essence of Poison, which buffs attack and speed, which that's super strong as well. He basically finishes Emma's attack buff, because Emma only raises attack by 4 stats, and Atticus is able to finish that and make it 6 stats. Atticus also has potions, which is super good at healing himself, and he also has a passive in which basically your allies just take less damage. I think the requirement is the opponent needs to be poisoned or something. But Atticus is super strong. Even at 1 copy, he's really good at tanking for not only yourself, like himself, but for the team. I don't even know what he does at extra copies, but even at 1 copy, he is incredible. And so if you have him at 1 copy, it's really good. If you don't, I'm not sure if Gym Scout Roxy is able to do the trick, But yeah, I think definitely I got lucky with Atticus as just a random Pokefair that I got in a banner. So Atticus is super strong. And of course Emma is just super strong as well. She just does a ton of damage, and her sync move just does filthy damage, especially at 3 out of 5 copies. Like, I only have her at 3 out of 5 copies, and then, you know, even in this run, again, this is floor 21, so it's not a super crazy floor, but you can see in floor 21 my Emma's doing a ton of damage. And so Emma is good, at least for the physical floors. I didn't want to invest too much into her because I knew I was going to get Carmine, and again, I wanted to bring Carmine into floor 30, not Emma. But I'm sure if you super awaken Emma, then she is probably serviceable in floor 30. But honestly, not the best option, because I think I think Carmine is really good. And then of course I 3 out of 5 Irida, and that just makes it so that I think her poison zone lasts longer. I think that's what it does for her, and she also lowers defense and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. For this run, I basically had critical strike on Irida, which is completely useless on the floors in which she does no damage. So honestly, you can maybe put head start on her. I didn't bother changing it, but if you feel like you need that extra, you know, move in, then you can have head start on her. Atticus, of course, vigilance is always good. I noticed that my teams were so strong that oftentimes, you know, the enemy wouldn't even be able to use the second sync move, which has the crit buff. But this is the Carmine showcase. This is the first time I used Carmine in Tower, and you can see that I didn't really figure out the sequencing for her. So you can see that I kind of messed with the sequencing as I went on in the run, because I didn't know, like, how should I kind of approach this. Should I attack with her like multiple times? When should I use her buddy move? Right. And she ends up being really good. Carmine is really good at reducing the sync move countdown. I'm gonna crush you, like, reduces it by 2, and then after she syncs, she's able to refresh her trainer moves. And so because of that, you're able to use I'm gonna crush you again, which also further reduces the sync move countdown. Her buddy move, as you saw there, he refreshes it after every sync move, which is super strong. So not only does her sync move or her buddy move do a lot of damage, corrosive malignant chain, it does a lot of damage. It also paralyzes, it also confuses, which is super strong, and it also flinches at 4 out of 5 copies. Again, that flinching at 4 out of 5 copies is so extra. Like, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to complete floor 30 without that flinching, but that flinching just makes her just do so. I mean, just look at that damage. Like, she just does a ton of damage with her corrosive malignant chain. I think it also poisons too, which is super strong. On top of all that I've already said about Carmine, she also has the ability to summon Paldea Circle every time you sync. So she has the move gauge boost trainer move, I think it's called, but it gives like 3 move gauge boosts. But you don't actually want to use that trainer move. You want to sync, and then after any character of yours sync, it reduces that move gauge boost countdown by 1, and she is able to summon up Paldea Zone. And I didn't really notice this, but if you watch that final, like, floor 30 run, the corrosive malignant chain does, like, significantly more damage when there is that Paldea Zone. So, like, that Paldea Zone is definitely super helpful for Carmine, and you're able to use the malignant corrosive chain, and it does a ton of damage early on in the fight. And again, I already mentioned, when she syncs, the first time she syncs, she's able to refresh all her trainer moves. So not only can you accelerate the move gauge more with, again, I'm gonna crush you, or I mean accelerate the sync move countdown more, but you also get the refresh of the move gauge boost, which means that she's able to summon Paldea Zone 3 times. And I believe at 3 out of 5 copies, that Paldea Circle, I called it Zone earlier, that Paldea Circle is able to be extended. And so basically, the first time you sync, that Paldea Zone lasts until the next sync move that you use. And again, it's just, I talked a little bit more about the Carmine how good she is in that floor 30 run. But yeah, I mean, there isn't really much to say. With Carmine at 4 out of 5 copies, and Irida at 3 out of 5 copies, and Atticus, it was just total destruction. It was just total destruction. Like, this video, I included a model, like the 427 model, and I included Carmine, me scouting Carmine, and like the video, it's not even 40 minutes. It's not even 40 minutes long. So that should tell you, like, compared my other Pasio Tower floor 21 to 29, compared to this video, like this video went by really fast. And I mentioned it in the description of the floor 30, Poison Tower floor 30, but this was my easiest run of Pasio Tower. Again, just having Carmine and Irida absolutely destroyed everything. And honestly, using Emma was really strong too. Like, she's super strong at level 200. So again, not the most free-to-play run because I'm using 2 Master Fairs, I'm using 2 Poke Fairs, and all decently invested, all have their EX roll unlocked. My Emma was level 200, so yeah, it's not crazy impressive because I am using a lot of limited characters, but it's you know, it was a pretty easy run. Between this, if you notice, I also did Grass Tower. I didn't, like, if you notice from the floor 30 video, floor 30 Poison Tower floor 30 video, I did do Grass Tower to 29. So I'm gonna probably record that next after I record this. So I might need to attempt floor 30. I haven't attempted Grass floor 30 yet, but I'm gonna do that after this. Poison was just so exciting to do after Carmine release. So I'm happy that I waited for Carmine. I think she's strong. But at the end of the day, it's like, I like Carmine, how the character looked and everything, so it was a good roll. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video all the way you are, and next time, more Pasio Tower content. We're aiming for 400 completed floors. So enjoy the rest of the video, and I'm gonna stop yapping.
Let's start the show. Come on, here we go! Step forward!
I take you on. Come on!
Everyone!
Punish!
This is it!
Take this!
A special treat! Step forward!
Go! Truest essence of skill.
Step forward!
I'm on it.
Go all out!
Behold.
Step forward! Go!
Okay, let's not over yet. I'm on it.
Go all out!
I will concede defeat.
Now you're one of my grunts.
Let's have some fun then. Right, here we go.
Everyone!
Punish!
This is it!
Take this!
A special treat! Step forward!
What's this? There!
Let's go. All right.
Everyone, go!
Punish!
Let's go!
Take this!
Step forward!
Take it away.
There! we go! Let's go!
Everyone,
Punish!
this is it!
Take this! Ha!
A special treat! Step forward!
Go for it!
There!
Behold!
I will finish this!
I got this! There!
You can do it!
Go for it! There! All right, I got this. Go for it! Now's my chance! Show 'em how it's done. Got me beat.
Now you're one of my grunts! Here I go! Come on! Everyone,
Punish!
this is it!
Take this! Ha!
A special treat! Go! Step forward!
Ha! I got this!
Step forward! You won't get away!
Behold!
Go all out! Leave it to me! There! do go. You won't get away. There.